Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of our Dev Diary. I'm Antonio, game designer of Vios, an RPG that we are currently developing at Calamansi Studio with the collaboration of Realer Than Life. First of all, before showing you the progress we've made so far, we would like to apologize. For the past months we've been quiet and not very present, but that's the reason why is that we wanted to focus on two big features actually. We build the foundations of the AI with the utility system. As you will see, it's quite robust and flexible. And regarding the combat system, we decided to base that on the scriptable objects in Unity. So now we are able to build and create a lot of new skills without changing our code. So we are quite happy of the results so far. So I propose to dive into the Dev Diary just after that. See you later.
Influence maps is a system that helps your AI make better decisions by providing useful information about the world. For instance, they can provide information like how much enemy presence is there in each area, where are the units located, where are the enemies, where are the empty zones, and so on. As you can see, by moving around the area with the mouse, we display the influence values. An unoccupied area has a value of 0, while an occupied area has a value of 1. When we add these values, we start to get really important information that we can use. We can detect which area is empty, moderately occupied, or very occupied. And of course, all these calculations are made in real time. The same principle applies with enemies, but this time by displaying negative values. As you can see, this information allows the AI to make decisions. For example, a concentrated area may be the ideal place to throw a grenade or a healing spell. In video game, a utility system or utility AI is a simple but very effective way to model behaviors for NPCs by assigning utilities to each action based on some heuristics and by choosing to perform an action with a high utility or a high score. What is shown here is a list of utilities. Each utility has a score and the system will, for instance, trigger the utility that has the best score. In this example, the heal utility has a score of 50, the attack utility has a score of 12, and the move to target has a score of 20. The system is very flexible and robust. For instance, if we take the example of the heal, we can see that it is based on a graph indicating its need for use. The higher its usefulness, the higher its score will be. With this system, we can change the graph at any time, and this will adapt the behavior of the AI without having to change a line of code. Okay, now let's see the system in action. In this example, my team is composed of 3 characters. By picking up items, they appear directly in my inventory. If I want, I can equip a weapon, transmit an item to a team member. Obviously, I can use an item, and as you can see, the weight of the content is immediately updated. As mentioned earlier, we have implemented the foundations of our combat system. At the bottom, a list of actions available for combat. We have the basic attack, which is the punch. We have a knockout kick, and a possibility of throwing a grenade. The punch is a standard melee action. The kick also, except that it triggers a penalty, namely, the enemy is knocked out. The grenade is an area action. Now let's see a combat.
Well, that's all for this month. I hope you really enjoyed it. I'll see you next year. In the meantime, just once again, big apologize for the silence during the last months. We try to be more visible and more productive next year. In the meantime, I wish you Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, a lot of fun, food and good times with your family, and see you then. Bye.